Hello, Mega Dudes. This is Mega Matt back again with some more Mega News today. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to talk about today, with a few exceptions for Far Cry, and of course something new from some more Professor Layton games. And Divekick has a release date and a price for PlayStation 3 and Vita. But first of all, let's get this over with some Far Cry. With the breakout success of Far Cry 3 and its spin-off Blood Dragon, it should be no surprise that Far Cry 4 is in the works. According to a Ubisoft executive, we'll be hearing about the game sooner rather than later. In an interview with GameSpot, Ubisoft's Senior Vice President of Marketing and Sales, Tony Kaye, says, "We're totally psyched from Far Cry 3. It's a great brand, and now it's got the recognition it deserves, so we're clearly going to make another one. More on that soon." Kaye went on to talk about the popularity of open-world games, something that with Assassin's Creed and Far Cry in its lineup, Ubisoft certainly knows something about. Far Cry 3 was one of the best reviewed games of 2012, and recently, Ubisoft has boasted about Blood Dragon's strong sales. Wow. Impressive, Ubisoft. Your sales are really going uphill faster than anything in the whole world. And here is Game Informer's take about this. They said, and I quote, "Ubisoft stick with what works. If a series proves itself in quality and sales, you're likely going to see a yearly product release. I know gamers sometimes complain about too many sequels, but I don't necessarily think that it's sequels they have a problem with. It's uninspired sequels. As long as Ubisoft keeps pushing the series forward or into interesting new directions, then I'm glad they are making more of a good thing. However, there's always the risk of burning out a franchise, as I believe we are starting to see with Assassin's Creed's annual releases." Yep, I totally agree with that 100%. Thank you. Somebody who understands that milking a franchise is always the wrongest thing to do. Especially with Shrek and Ice Age. God, fucking hate those movies. In other words, Level 5, making more Professor Layton games. It's not too surprising to learn that Level 5 wants to make more Layton games, until you consider the conclusive nature of the upcoming Professor Layton and the Arzen Legacy. When Professor Layton and the Arzen Legacy was confirmed in North America during a Nintendo Direct presentation in April, Nintendo's Bill Trinen, I hate that. I hate these names, said of Arzen that the conclusion to the second Layton saga is a major gaming event which you won't want to miss. The game came out in Japan in February this year, and its release was unclear whether there would be another core entry in the series. At the recent Japan Expo earlier this month, Level 5 President Akihiro Hino and said that the studio does not want the series to conclude, and it wants to make more Layton games. For more Professor Layton, you can check out their predictions for where the series is going next. You can also check out their latest interview with the latest Layton game, Layton Brothers Mystery Room for iOS. An ongoing series that will be unconcluded for the rest of their lives. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyways, let's talk about some Blizzard. Blizzard never said that Diablo III was going to be a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One launch title, but it was also never said it would be until now. In an interview with Diablo 3's developers on DiabloFans.com, Blizzard confirmed that the game would not be available on the PS4 or the Xbox One. The developer only recently received the necessary hardware to develop on next-gen consoles. Blizzard estimates that the next-generation versions of Diablo III won't be available until 2014. As part of this interview, Blizzard also confirmed that there are no current plans for Diablo 2 coming to handheld devices. And we have one last story to talk about. Something that is literally going to be pretty exciting for half of you guys out there. Divekick has a release date and a price for PlayStation 3 and Vita. Divekick, the 2-button fighting game, has a release date and a price. The game will be available on PlayStation 3 and Vita as a cross-buy title. It will be available on August 20th for $9.99. The price and release date was revealed during co-developer Iron Galaxy Studios' cleverly titled EVO livestream, wherein we announced PS3 and Vita launch date, pricing, and more for a Divekick game. Live from EVO 2013. You can check this out, especially in the trailer, the preview, and the making of the video. Man, I might as well go off and find some movie news. I gotta start talking a little more about Star Wars. Here, I'll be right back. I am back. And this time I've got some info about some Star Wars Episode 7. Star Wars Episode 7 movie news is continuing to swirl as fans of the franchise eagerly wait for the latest film. In latest news, Disney has announced that Star Wars Episode 7 will be part of the D23 Expo in August. The film's organizers have decided that the film will not partake in the Comic-Con later this month, according to Hollywood Reporter. It will instead be part of D23 Expo. Sources have told The Hollywood Reporter that some of the film's cast could appear as the exposition, which is sure to get Star Wars fans excited. Casting news for the new Star Wars film has not been completed yet, and the film is still in audition stages. Just a few weeks ago, a casting breakdown was released that revealed that the project was searching for young actors. The announcement identified 7 key roles, including a young man in his early to mid-20s, 2 young females who both have to be physically fit, and an older man in his 70s. Fans have hugely excited rumors that Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, and Mark Hamill are all set to reprise their roles for the original trilogy. Those rumors became even stronger when it was publicized, and Fisher and Hamill were assigned personal trainers to get back in shape, with many believing they were getting fit so they could be part of the latest movie. Okay, I don't understand that. That could literally take about forever, man. A number of other former Star Wars cast members have already expressed interest in also returning to the franchise, including Samuel L. Jackson, Ian McDiarmid, and Anthony Daniels. Others also being touted include Dwayne Johnson, Diane Kruger, and Kerry Russell. However, it appears as though as yet none of those actors have been officially approached. Fans will also be excited that the new film will be directed by J.J. Abrams and produced by Kathleen Kennedy. Michael I can't pronounce his last name right. I'm so sorry. Michael will write the script, and Abrams' frequent editing team of Marion Barden and Mary Jo Marquis. I am so screwed up today. What the hell is going on with me? Anyways, Miriam Brandon and Mary Jo Marquis are already confirmed for the space opera. Darren Guilford is confirmed to be production designer and costume designer. Michael Kaplan will create the wardrobe. Filming for the Star Wars Episode 7 film will commence in the United Kingdom in 2014, and at the moment it is scheduled to be targeting a release date for sometime in 2015. For those hoping to keep up with the film as advertised to not miss the D23 Expo, which will start on August 9th, 2013. That was quite a mouthful there. But that's all the Mega News I have for now. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and follow me on Facebook if you want. Make sure to keep in touch with me as much as possible, and I'll see you all later in the next episode. Love what you saw? Click the subscribe button for some more Mega News and other stuff.